Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, and this here is my little crash corner where I talk about knitting and sometimes other yarn related stuff. And today, in honor of the weather finally getting bad or finally getting cooler here, I would like to go through all my sweater quantities, my sweater plans, my sweater whips with you, just to kind of share what I'm planning to knit either this winter, this fall maybe even, or the spring, or I don't know, just all the sweater quantities that I have right now. For the occasion, I'm wearing one of my favorite store-bought sweaters. I bought this in a vintage store, so don't know where it came from. It is secondhand. It is very lovely. It is very scratchy, but I love it nonetheless. I would like to start with sharing all my works in progress with you in the order of, it's both the order of when I started to, like my first to last cast on, and my more focused to least priority knit, if that makes sense. That's both the order, not really intentional, but let me start by grabbing my Mobi. I started this sweater beginning of September, and I'm doing a little knit along with some of my knitting friends. Most of them have finished already. I'm like one of the last because the call is ending the end of October. I had some other things happening. I started off really strong by knitting like everything from the body and the sleeve and the collar in 2 weeks. And then stuff happened. Other sweaters needed to be cast on and all that stuff. But this is how far my Mobi is right now. I just yesterday cast on for the second sleeve, so I'm going to knit that. And then I'm going to knit on the body. I'm doing this because I'm not really 100% sure I have enough yarn. It's probably going to be plenty. But yeah, I did the body until this because that's when my skein ran out. Then I decided to do one sleeve, and then I wanted to do color so that, I feel like the color always kind of shapes the knit a lot. But this is super pretty. If I have a picture of me trying this on, I will insert it. If I don't, sorry about that. This is how far I am right now, and then I just cast on the second sleeve, and I have about 3 skeins right now left over. I'm knitting with the Novita 7 Voliesta yarn in the nature thingy in colorway number 10, so it's kind of a yellowy white. You can see like this is the clear white and this is more the yellowy creamy thing, and this is 200 meters on 100 grams, and I had 6 skeins of this. I am using up my 4th right now. I just started using my 4th for this sleeve, so I know that this sleeve took me less than a full skein, so this should take me less than a full skein. So I have 2 and a little bit left for the body. Should be enough, but we will see. Yeah, so this is what I'm currently working on the most because I really want to finish it before November, because it's technically the end of the call and nobody will get mad if I don't, obviously. But this is going to be my more focused knit of the moment. Let me just put this away safely. And this is the Mobi sweater by Petite Knit. I am knitting it in a size small. I usually knit my knitting patterns in a size small. So if I don't mention it, it's a size small usually. Then my second thing that I'm really going to be starting to pick up, and you see there's like yarn tangled everywhere always. It is my Monday sweater by Petite Knit also. This is just so gorgeous. I love working on this so much. It is currently on needle stoppers, or well, not needle stoppers, it's stitch stoppers. Because I took this with me to the Breidagen, the yarn fair that I went to a week ago already. I made a vlog about that. That'll be up here, or maybe you've already watched it, that would be great. But I really wanted to prioritize this leading up to the Breidagen because I am knitting this in this huge cone of yarn by Holland Creatief, and I was invited to stay at her stand for the Breidagen. So I wanted to have some things going or finished in her yarn. So I cast this on, and I really wanted to get past the yoke before going there. There's some fiber stuff in there. Cool. And so I really wanted to get past the yoke. So I have split for sleeves already. Just because it looks a bit more pretty on a mannequin, and if I had the time to knit it, I'd rather just knit straight stockinette in the round instead of knitting like increases and stuff. So this is what I took with me, and I put it on the mannequin, and I didn't take it off for like the entire fair. And I still have to take it off of the needle stoppers. Why is this knit a priority, you might ask? I really want to finish the body soon-ish. Well, not soon-ish, like at least before Christmas. Like well before Christmas, because I'm going to be knitting a Christmas gift in this yarn, and the point of me knitting with a cone is that I don't want to have too many ends to weave in. So I really want to finish the body so I can work on my gift knit in this yarn. I have more than plenty yarn to knit 2 sweaters probably out of this, so shouldn't be an issue that I'm knitting a gift knit in between. But this is my priority number 2, so after the Moby, or maybe I won't take the Moby with me when I'm going somewhere, but I can take this with me, but like a huge yarn cone, so that's obviously more convenient. No, but maybe I can knit on this on the couch easier than the Moby sweater, or after the Moby, I'll be knitting on this. Anyway, it's a really long-winded way of saying that this is my second biggest priority knit right now. As I mentioned, I'm knitting this in the yarn cone by Holland Creatief, and I am holding my yarn together with this Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair, and this is in the colorway Cloud / Sky, so I don't know which one of those to use. And this together, many people at the Breidagen also came up to me and were very, like, not mesmerized by it, but were very curious to learn that this and this together just softens up the red so much. The mohair does so much work. Let me just show you this and then hold the strand like single over it. You can see how muted the actual fabric is compared to the strand of yarn. Like, this was my party trick during the Breidagen, being like, oh, I'm holding this cone together with this, and people were like, why did the mohair work so hard? Like, it went hard. So I'm super excited about that. I was super interested talking to people about that and just kind of blowing their mind with marbling as a concept. It was so fun. So this is my Monday, and I am going to be working on this a lot over the past few weeks, months probably, but I hope to finish the body in a couple weeks so I can work on my gift knit. Yeah. So then the third sweater whip, and the last sweater whip I have right now, is my zipper sweater by Petite Knit again. It is a very heavy Petite Knit fall right now. Not intentionally or anything. It just so happens that the yarn I'm working with has petite knit patterns linked to it. But I'm knitting the zipper sweater, and uh, this is my third priority, but I absolutely have treated it like my first priority over the past few weeks, or the past week, really. Because the yoke that you're about to see was knit in a week. I spent a bit of time on the collar. You have to knit it really long and then fold it over. So I did the last part of that at the bedrijfdagen, and then I was just too hyped about knitting the yoke and knitting on 5mm needles because I'm working, totally forgot to mention, I'm working the Monday on a 3.75mm needle, and I'm working the Moby on a 3.75mm needle, and I'm working the Monday on a 4. So I was pretty excited to be knitting with a 5. Really curious to see how the yarn would turn out, and this is how the yarn turned out. This is my zipper sweater. Obviously, it doesn't have the zipper in it yet, but I just split for sleeves, and I really just did this entire part, like from the zipper, where the zipper like meets, to down here, and a bit more because I think I did like this much in a day, and that's a lot. Definitely went a bit hard on this sweater, but I'm going to put it to rest now for a little bit, just so I can work on my other two because they really have more priority. And this is great for winter, but it's just straight stockinette for now, and that can wait, really. But I'm just so excited about this. So excited to be knitting this. As I mentioned, I took this to the bedrijfdagen as well, and that is because the main yarn is from Holland Creatief again. This is Fine Peruvian Highland Wool by Holland Creatief. It's 250 grams, equaling 500 meters. So it's a pretty big skein. Antje kindly gifted 2 of these to me, and I was really looking for a pattern that would work with like 2 of these because usually I need like just a little bit more. But the zipper sweater kind of worked out good or okay-ish with the yardage. I'm really crossing my fingers here. But what I am planning on doing is, first of all, knitting until the first skein of this runs out. And then I'll be doing the sleeves and I just wrote down when joining in the round, because I just split for sleeves, I just joined in the round, and I wrote down the amount of grams I had left in the skein. That was, if I remember correctly, it was 76 grams. So I'm just going to be measuring how far I go with 76 grams in just stockinette in the round. And then we will do some math, figure out how many grams I need for the rest of the body to complete that with ease. And then I'll firstly, I think, be doing the sleeves. Do the first sleeve, then see how much grams that used up. Then calculate if I'm on track to do both the second sleeve and the rest of the body. If I'm not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will probably just buy a third of this. That's not an issue at all, but I'm really hoping to squeeze the sweater out of 2 of these because that would be great. And I'm holding this together because I'm knitting the zipper sweater big, regular version. Wanted to do the light version at first, but that yardage was just a bit more. So I am holding this together with the Lala Glossa Setasuri mohair in the color 31. So it's a bit of a plum color, a bit of a darker color. It's 25 grams, equaling 212 meters. 69% alpaca and 31% silk. So this together, the contrast is a bit smaller in person than it is on camera, but there is still a bit of contrast, and I do like that because it just gives it a bit more depth. Don't know if you can clearly see. There's not a lot of marling going on, but you can see some lighter and darker spots, I guess. So I really like that. I'm just going to have to do some math, which surprisingly enough, just sounds like a lot of fun to me. Just do the math and figure out if I have enough or if I need to do some like tricks here and there. I don't know. I just really like this. I really love the color. I love the color as well, like the purple color, but I also love the thick color on here. It's just so nice and gorgeous, and the mohair doesn't scratch at all. I'm just so excited to be wearing this winter, but it's currently my third priority whip. So those were all my whips. Then I have my sweater whips. That is, I am already gift knitting a little bit. I am already just working on some socks on the side, some smaller project here and there. But you'll see more of that in my podcasts. But this is a sweater video, so I'm just sharing my sweaters. Then I have a couple sweater quantities laying right here that you can already see. And I just wanted to go over those with you. I'm just grabbing my laptop real quick because I don't know all these patterns by heart as much as I do the other ones. So first of all, we have this beautiful red yarn by Holland Creatief. It is the Peruvian Highland wool, so 100 meters equaling 100 grams equaling 200 meters. And this yarn I bought at the Breidagen. It's a bit darker in person than it shows on camera. It's a very Christmas red color. And this is going to become the Vener sweater by Enrique Eliassen from Filcolana. And I am so excited about this. I shared the Vener pattern in my free sweater patterns video that I uploaded recently. And I absolutely fell in love with the Vener. It is a raglan sweater, but instead of the raglan starting here, it starts here and it just goes out. So you have like the interesting triangle shape going on. And I love it so much. So I'm just going to be using 5 skeins of this because that should be enough. I calculated it and it should be enough. We will see. So this is going to become the Vener sweater on a 4.5 millimeter needle. And yeah, really curious to see how this is going to go, but I'm sure it's going to be great. This might become one of my, I think it will be one of my winter cast-ons. It's a bit more of a springy pattern because it is cropped a bit. Well, we'll see. I think it's going to be in my winter plans video. That'll be up start of winter. But we will see that. Then I have some Drops Lima yarn. I currently have 3 skeins of this, which is absolutely not enough for a sweater. But one of my knitting friends, Kim, actually kindly gifted 3 of these skeins, and I've been wondering what I'm going to do with this ever since. So this is going to become the Storm Sweater by Petite Knit. And I don't know, I just love this brown color it's kind of similar to what it is on camera. It is color number 5610. And this is a DK weight yarn, so 50 grams equaling 100 meters. It is 65% wool, 35% alpaca. And I'm just going to be buying a bunch more skeins of this, hoping it's like a similar dye lot. And then I'll be knitting the Storm Sweater. I don't know. I kind of prefer the Storm sweater over the Ingrid sweater. I was debating between doing one of those. Well, first of all, I was debating between doing the Moby or the Ingrid, but the Moby just looks a bit more classic to me. And now the Storm sweater is out, and I don't know. I think these like variations, these stitches, are a bit more interesting to me than the Ingrid. I know. But this is going to become the Storm sweater in a lovely dark brown color. And Storm sweater is knit up on 4mm needles. So that works perfect with this yarn. I just need to buy a bit more because 3 skeins, however much I want to try it, will not work. So yeah, that's that. Then the next sweater has been on my to knit list ever since my very first YouTube video. Don't know if you remember that, but my very first YouTube video was a stash tour, and I went through every single skein. I shared with you every single project I wanted to knit, and this was on there. I already had the knitting book, I already had the yarn, and I still haven't cast on. And that was August of last year, so that's over a year ago. But the yarn is this Drops Cotton Merino yarn in a color number 7, so it's a bit of a pinkish, purplish red color. And I really like this color. I really like this pattern. Bonus points if you know what I'm going to be making with this already. Put it in the comments if you know, because if anyone knows this, I'd be so shocked. But this is going to become the fasia sweater by Emma Wright. It is a very lovely detailed cable design with some interesting stitches on the sleeves. I'm looking at the pattern right now and I'm like, I remember that I picked this pattern out. I just don't know all the features about it. I don't know, it's just so beautiful. The pattern and this yarn is so gorgeous. And it's going to be great. I have about 10 skeins of this. I didn't do the math recently, but I probably have done the math before. So 10 skeins should be more than enough. This yarn is yarn group B, 50% wool, 50% cotton. Let me just take this out because Drops likes putting all the useful information inside the skein. Needle size 4mm and 50 grams equals 210 meters. So pretty similar yardage to the Drops Lima. And the pattern uses 4mm needles, so that's great. And the smallest size is 1100 meters. And this is, ooh, wouldn't be enough. Just about, if I need the smallest. Stay tuned to find out, I guess. We're going to figure out if that is enough to knit the fasia sweater, if I will be ever making this sweater, because there are currently 7 sweater quantities laying on this table. Will this ever be knit? Stay tuned to find out. I have every intention of knitting this sweater in this yarn. But stay tuned, because you never know. I have been saying that I'm going to be knitting this sweater for over a year. Who knows? Then the next sweater quantity I have is Drops yarn as well. This is Drops Puna. So it's the 100% alpaca yarn, 50 grams equaling 110 meters. Similar yardage to the 2 Drops yarns I just showed you. This is on 4mm again, and yarn group B. This is going to become, I don't know if you guys know it, you could know this, but this is going to become the sweater number 14 V-neck. I have a store-bought sweater that I got from one of my neighbors. Let me actually grab it real quick. Okay, so this sweater was already very much loved by the first owner. It is now very much loved by me. It is this like V-neck sweater. It's now very much loved by me. It is getting pretty sheer. It's losing some of its fiber. It's becoming kind of scratchier. I don't know. I still really love it. It's just, and it's the end of its life, I think. So I have been planning, also probably for a year now, to recreate that sweater, to remake it with the sweater number 14 pattern. And I'd love to do that with drops of Puna. This is a bit of a darker gray color, but it's still a lovely gray. And the sweater number 14 V-neck is knit up in 6mm needles. And this is a 4mm skein. So I've been thinking about how I'm going to be doing this for a long time. And either I'm going to be holding this single with and either I'm going to be holding this single and knit a different size. I calculated this once, but that was also a year ago. So I am going to be doing that, or I am going to be holding it together with a mohair, which I bought mohair, but like it's brown and this is gray, so it's not really, it's a no for me. And bumping up to needle sizes with one mohair, don't think it's going to work. So maybe some Suri mohair, I don't know. Or what I'm also going to be able to try to do is hold this double. I have 14 skeins of this. Don't know if when I'm holding it double that will take me all the way through, but I can try. This is so soft, at least, and I have 14 skeins of this, so really would like to get started on this winter. Kind of see how we go. Knit a swatch with the two held together of this. Knit a swatch with this solo, then figure out what we're going to do. Because I think it would be really great to just kind of replace a store-bought sweater with a hand-knit one. And love this one just as much as I did the previous one. So that's something I'm really looking forward to knitting in the winter, because that's probably also going to be in my winter knitting plans. I hope all these will be in my winter knitting plans. I know they're not all going to be, but a girl can dream. Then I have this one, and this is a very frequent acquisition. I bought this at the Breidagen in Zwolle. This is the We Yarn Company Yali Yak sock base. So that's 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, and 10% nylon yarn. You can see it's really drapey. This is a colorway Dr. Beechcraft, and 100 grams equals 400 meters. I have 3 skeins of this, so 1200 meters. And this is just so gorgeous. It is a lovely, rich purple color. And it's so beautiful that I do not want to hold this together with anything. I want this to shine on its own. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be knitting the Brooklyn Raglan Light pattern by Tori Yu. And it is a lovely basic stockinette sweater, and the sleeves have some texture, some knit burl texture on them. So it's really gorgeous. It's a Raglan pattern as well. I just love myself a Raglan sweater. And I know this is going to be so gorgeous. It's going to be pretty well, pretty tight to skin, but it doesn't have too much ease. I really like how that's going to be looking on me. Like, yeah, I can see this. I can see myself wearing this on quieter days at the office. This pattern also has a really interesting hem at the bottom. A curved hem. She calls it a curved hem. So that's really beautiful. And it's going to be knit up in 3.5 millimeter needles. I'll first have to do a gauge swatch, see if I like fingering weight on 3.5 millimeter needles. I think it's going to be alright, but I don't know. I'm just so in love with this. I bought this at the Breidagen. Amazing. Then we're at the last sweater plan. This is from the Mindful Creators, from Fem, a sweater quantity I bought of her. This is so soft. It's been in my yarn basket for really a little while. It's been in my yarn basket for a little bit. And I forgot how soft this is. It's so soft, so squishy. But this is her flowy fingering base in the color Blue Hydrangea from her Cottage Core collection. And this is 100% superwash merino, 100 grams equaling 400 meters. And this is so beautiful, so gorgeous. It is a lot lighter than the other colors. I just showed you the other sweater quantities. I don't know, I just really love this. This is going to become a sweater as well. I'm thinking that I will be holding this together with mohair. I'm thinking of knitting another Monday sweater in it, or maybe the no frills sweater. I don't know, just a plain raglan sweater with no detailing whatsoever. I really like those sweaters because they really make the yarn shine, make it pop. And this just has so much detail to it. And there is the green here, there's the blue, lighter blue. There's these speckles. I don't know if you can see them that clearly, are just really fun. And I'm super excited to be knitting with this. And it might also be one of my winter plans, or maybe spring. I don't know, it's just going to be a light, easy sweater, both to knit and to wear when it's finished. I just want like easy sweaters to put on. I don't know, that's my last knitting plan. Then I have this drop skid silk mohair that I just showed you, that I was planning on using for sweater number 15, but now I'm not so sure. And I don't know what I'll be knitting with this now. I have 5 skeins of this, and it's probably going to be a sweater, but I just don't know which one. I'm thinking of just a beautiful, oversized, plain raglan stockinette sweater again. In just this browner color. But I don't know, inspiration still has to strike me for this one. But today I shared with you my 3 knitting whips and my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sweater quantities and plans I have attached to those sweater quantities. I have a lot to knit. I'm very ready to just stay inside this winter and knit my time away. I'd be so happy to do that. It's going to be a lovely winter, it's going to be a lovely spring, and it is already a very lovely fall, and I cannot wait to get these both on and off the needles as soon as possible. With that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel in whichever way you decide to do. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing because it really helps me out. Leave a like if you like this video and comment down below what your winter plans are. And I will see you guys again real soon. Bye!